Radio Rahim here with Lyndon Arthur, ready for an upset again against Anthony. It was an upset the first time, wouldn't you say?
Why? Why was it an upset to who? To you? Was you upset?
As you said from the stage, I had no dog in that fight. I don't have any dog in this one either, but at the very minimum, you would have to admit that people were surprised that you were able to best him in the first fight.
Then, is it? It's a surprise. It's not an upset.
That's what makes it upset, people being surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, not upset like they're angry, but like, oh, well, that isn't how things were meant to go.
Yeah, that's
right?
it. That's it. Things wasn't meant to go like this.
And that's what I'm saying. In the first fight, they weren't meant to go your way, but you prevailed. And now we're here for a rematch that also likely isn't meant to go your way. They're looking to put Yarde back on track. So
I'm glad you get that. I'm glad you get that.
Of course.
I'm glad you get that.
So, having been in the role of spoiler the first time, what was it like? I saw them read your name out as the victor, and you had adulation on your face. What was that moment like, knowing that you had made this victory your own?
It was a great feeling. More to the point, because I was wrote off by the bookies as well, by a lot of people. So it's like it's kind of bittersweet. Do you know what I mean? Like, haha, told you. So it was a great feeling, but it was a feeling that it doesn't last that long. You have to put that behind, you know, and moving forward. So, but it's good to have on my record. He's a good scout.
And as you know, in the sport of boxing, opportunities don't come that often, and when you get them, you have to seize them. And there's been some controversy about what was said in the locker room about the rematch, whether you wanted it, didn't want it, wanted it right away.
But that's nothing to do with me. Whatever got said between him and whoever, I wasn't there in the changing room. I don't care what got said. Do you think I don't want the fight? That's crazy. The maddest thing is, when we walked into Frank Warren's office, the very first time I got signed to Frank Warren, we said we want to fight Yarde. Yeah, and he wasn't even that much of a bigger name than he was growing. So for him to think that I don't want to fight him now after I've already beat him, what? I don't get it. Where'd you get that from?
Did you make the kind of financial opportunities that you thought winning a fight like that would make? And between then and now, have you thought that this is like the biggest fight that you could line up?
It's the biggest fight right now, obviously, because it makes the most sense. It's a rematch, and you know, not many people want to see it, but it does make sense because we're both under the same banner. We're both kind of big names, and we've done it before. And you know, like Frank, there's a shit contract that I signed that I shouldn't have done, but I did, and it is what it is. And now we're here, so you know.
What's your plan moving forward? I know you anticipate winning the fight, so if it goes the way you hope it does, what's the course for you?
I don't know. Hopefully world titles, but again, we can't think past Yarde. I'm still a world-class operator, so we can't think past him, and I'm 1,000,000% I'm not. But we'll get out of the way first.
Now, one thing about boxing is if you're an exciting guy, if you bring people to watch the fight because they know they're going to get big action, well, that's a bankable attribute for any fighter. The first fight wasn't all that exciting.
That's not my fault, though. It's not my fault. I'm a great boxer with power. But to win that fight, I had to outbox him. And that's what I did. He told me he's going to knock me out. I didn't say I was going to knock him out. He said he's going to knock me out. And he couldn't do that.
Going into this fight with a brighter spotlight, people are now paying attention in the way they weren't.
I have to win this fight. I have to win. Doesn't matter how I do it, I have to win.
When you stand here and face off against him, do you see that same determination in his eyes? That he has to win?
I won't even look at him like that. It's just a face-off. None of this matters. None of it matters. None of it matters. None of the bullshit. None of the I'll fuck you up, I'll smack you. None of it matters. None of it. None of what he says to me matters. None of what I say to him matters. This is all entertainment for the people watching. That's it. The only thing that matters is the ring on the 4th of December. That's it.
He says he can't outbox you.
He can't.
Why not?
He can't.
What skill sets do you possess
Can't
that
outbox
prevent
me.
him?
He can't outbox me. Can't.
Does he have the power then to knock you out?
He tried that last time. Didn't do it. Tried, hit me hard as he could. Tried to knock me out. Couldn't do it.
Can you knock him out?
Anyone can knock anyone out. Believe I can knock him out. Of course I do.
What did you learn in the first fight about Anthony Yarde that will be useful in the rematch?
I've done 12 rounds with him. I've done it. You just kind of, I don't know. It was you learn what you learn. When you're in there, you adapt. You take in information as the rounds go on. This is round 13 now, so I've learned what I feel like I needed to learn.
And the fans, some of them are just being introduced to you. There's a lot of them are just being introduced to him even. What do you want them to learn about you after the first fight, and then subsequently when the last bell is rung on the rematch? What would you like these boxing fans to understand and know about Lyndon Arthur?
I just understand that I'm a warrior of the sport. You know, I've been doing this shit for 10, 12 years now. And I don't mind a fight. I don't mind a fight. I'm ready for it. I don't know that, so it is what it is.
Radio Rahim with Lyndon Arthur. Good luck December 4th in your rematch against Anthony Yarde. It's a pleasure to talk to you. This is our first time, and I'll be seeing you after the fight, hopefully. Radio Rahim with Lyndon Arthur.